everyone, and welcome to the first show of Premiere Thursday, brought to you by me. Premiere Thursday is a project made possible by a number of small creators such as Clever Mom, Me Ivy, and Dutch Heretic, and of course me. So this is every Thursday. The Premiere Thursday happens every single Thursday, starting from early evening UTC, and it goes on for up to 4 hours, and this comes out on October 7th. I would like to introduce you to my lovely co-hosts, who are Stefan. Aww. And of course, always lovely and fluffy, Bertie. Aww. There we go. That is out of the way. Today's topic is universal public friend. Anyway, today's topic is the public universal friend. Who is this person? You may ask. Many may not have heard of this public universal friend. They were born Jemima Wilkinson on November 29th, 1752, in Cumberland, which was at the time called Colony of Rhode Island and Providence Plantation. And this smallish area, became then later when the United States of America declared independence, became the state of Rhode Island of the United States of America, which is smallest by area and seventh least by population, according to the U.S. Census of year 2000. Anyway, born Jemima, the friend was the 8th child of Amy and Jeremiah Wilkinson, 4th generation colonialists. Jemima was also the cousin of Stephen Hopkins, one of the signers of the U.S. Declaration of Independence. Before we go any further, I would like to remind you that I appreciate it very, very much if you like or thumbs up, thumbs down. I really don't care. Subscribe and tickle the notification bell. Just give it a gentle bludge to get all notifications for future content. Thank you. Friends' parents were called Amy and Jeremiah Wilkinson, and Jemima, or friend, was also the cousin of Stephen Hopkins, who was a long-time governor and signer of the Declaration of Independence. So, and the friend's family were members of Society of Friends, or the Quakers. In year 1776, so at the age of 24, friend became severely ill, and during that and after that illness, after recovering, they claimed to have sort of died and then reanimated as the public universal friend. Public universal friend was a genderless, which maybe would be considered agender in today's terms, but I will come to that in a moment. but they were a genderless Quaker preacher, and they were preaching across the northeastern U.S. and Friend got quite a following for themselves. Eventually, the Friend and their followers founded a society called Society of Universal Friends. Together, they formed a small town in Penn Yan, New York, and the town was named Jerusalem according to the ancient city, and now, according to the 2010 census, has a population of 4,469. The public universal friend died in 1819, on July 1st, at the age of 66. Anyway, the Society of Universal Friends started to decline after the Friend died, and this society withered and died out by the 1860s, which was some 40 years or so after the Friend's death in 1819 in July. But why is the public universal friend so important for, and why am I taking the public universal friend up on my channel? And who was Friend? What was their point? What was the importance of the universal friend in the LGBTQ setting? Anyway, Friend, the public universal friend, was among the first, very early activists for being by being openly gender variant. Most likely would be the modern terms would be agender or non-binary. Agender is, like as the name suggests, it's a gender, like atheist, no religion, no gender. Sorry. For example, they gave a finger to critics. The critics were criticizing them of being of breaking the societal rules of not presenting themselves as a member of their birth gender. They were assigned female at birth, hence they would have been under strict norms of being, have to wear a dress, behave a certain way, get married, have kids, etc., etc. But they gave all the critics a finger by saying, "I am who I am," and never really gave a fuck what anyone else was thinking of them, and how didn't really care of that so much. It in many cases this reflects how the friend was treated, and the argumentation was eerily similar to what we hear from the religious far right today, and all kinds of critics when it comes to the trans activism and people actually daring to be themselves, really. I would like to take the time to remind all of you to check the links in the description box down below. There are the playlist links to all the different themes like season 1 and 2 and 3. And there are history with Heidi links. There are my links to my PayPal and Patreon. Please go check my Patreon if there is something you like. See what you like that my Patreon has to offer, that I offer through Patreon. What's there? Please go there. And for one-off donations, there is my PayPal link. Also, my links to my Discord servers. There is the LGBT plus safe space server, as well as my channel server, Hades Corner, and there's my email address as well down there. And the Patreon, PayPal, and email, as well as the Discord links, can be found in the About section of my channel too, so you can find them always there. Thank you. So what the Friend was really heavily criticized by what we would nowadays call transphobes and homophobes, were the same rhetoric that it's a sin, it's somehow unnatural for someone assigned female at birth to act masculine, to be, or anyone to denounce their birth gender, that which would have been may have been imposed on you since you were a small child from birth. If you just do not identify with such what is expected of you, or what the society expects your parents, peers, etc. From you, just for being who you are, or your gender identity is something else than the one assigned at birth. It's criticized as something sick, something sinful. So it's been 200 years, 203 years now that the public universal friend passed away. And how much has changed in 200 years? Quite a bit. But is it enough? No, it's not enough, because the progress we've had has been incredibly slow. There are still so many people who think like the critics of the Friend, that you just cannot do this. You cannot do what the Friend is doing. That is sinful. It's wrong. It's just not right. It's an abomination. No, that is not the case. But it's still being done. Whether or not the Friend should be considered a feminist or pioneer in women's rights, it's not easy. I've spoken about this before, that the further and further you go in the past, the more and more difficult it is to define or put someone in the box of, say, agender, non-binary, transgender, gay, bi, etc., etc. It's not that easy. Writers and scholars such as Catherine Ann Breckes, who is a professor of history of religion in America at Harvard Divinity School, has in her work described Friend as an early figure in pioneering for women's rights. That is partially correct. But that is not the entire story. For example, Rachel Cleaves, an American historian, has described Friend as a pioneer for trans rights, which I think is more accurate to describing what it's somewhere along the lines of trans rights, and perhaps between somewhere in some kind of a perhaps combination of the two I mentioned. And for example, he's an American writer and academic, Michael Bronski, a historian, has also pointed out that, like I have, that it's next to impossible. It's not impossible, you know, but it's very, very difficult to determine whether Friend was transgender, transvestite, agender, or gender, or non-binary by gender identity. So it's not, as I said, it's because these terms didn't exist back then, and I've as I said, I've pointed out my opinion being very close to what historian Michael Bronski has stated, but he pointed it out in the case of the friend, the public universal friend. In their case, but yes, it's not. But it also applies to the in general use of the terminology. Anyway, so that is it for today. I will try to keep this a bit shorter today, but I hope I got all the basic things covered. Please leave me a comment. I'll see you in the live chat. I would hope to see you in the live chat. Please thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care if it's up or down. Like and subscribe, and tickle the notification bell to get the notifications for this kind of content, as well as my live streams, and as well as live streams and recorded videos. There will be a recorded video coming out, pre-recorded video coming up on Friday, when I usually have live streams, but due to work schedules, I am doing a pre-recorded video which will premiere at the usual time that I would typically live stream. I live stream on Mondays and Fridays at 9 p.m. UK time. Please, and next week Monday will be another episode of Culture with Heidi, or Culture Corner is officially the term. And for History with Heidi, please look forward to the Friday episode of History with Heidi. So, before I go, I would like to remind you of my co-host, Stefan, there we go, aww, as well as Bertil, little furball. Okay, and now check the links down in the description, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, and please check the links in the description box for all the extra content. Bye.